because he wanted to work out at the house. So we had a talk the other night that he said you can't work on strategy at the house without a ring. We need to be here. And he said, yeah, I just want to get my legs in shape so I could do with you what you asked me to do. So I'm going to work on his conditioning first. And he boxed 9 rounds 3 nights ago, and he boxed 10 rounds last night. And I'm very happy where he's at the boxing. He's doing very well. The game plan is a little more complicated than most because Martinez is more complicated fighter than most. So it's not 100% there yet, but it's getting there slowly. But we're getting the game plan now.
How would you compare from previous camps as to how he's making weight in this camp?
Making weight, not bad. You know, the thing is, I saw last night at the end of the workout, he took his shirt off and I called him Flacco. And I said, how's your weight? He said, this is the best my weight's ever been this far out. So he weighed about 73 yesterday after workout. So it's coming down, and I think they made a decision because sometimes Alex was doing the weight loss program, and then the last fight, the new guy, I don't know his Blade. What's the new guy's name? The strength coach. He's in charge of the weight this time, and he was last fight also. He made weight. It seemed like a little easier.
Strength coach. Luis Cornejo.
Oh, thank you. I forget his name every day. They get too many names. He has 10 guys. I don't know any of their names.
How do you prepare for a guy with Martinez's style? And he's very unorthodox, likes to fight a lot with both of his hands down, you know, kind of jumping in and out.
Yeah, it's funny because Chavez is kind of emulating him by putting his hands down. And I said, we talked about the advantage you have when he does that. I said, don't make that same mistake because then you're going to give him the advantage. I'm having him down because the hands get so much further to travel than just straight punches. So Martinez, you study him, you see his patterns. He'll move around the ring a lot of times. And a lot of fighters get a little bored and a little lackadaisical with him, they get caught, and then he walks them into the big left hand. He's good at that. He's a little tricky. It's not hard to identify when he's doing it though. But the thing is, my guy has to see it, and he's seen it in training because I have sparring partners doing it. I have one guy that I have one runner, I have one puncher, I have the Canadian guy who does a little bit of both. And he's more like Martinez than the other 2 guys completely. So we get the best sparring that we can get. And we give him a little of this and a little of that, you know. Martinez says he's going to come out and fight, so we get a guy that's going to cover that part of it, and we get a guy that's going to run and move like he did in his last fight, where he moved continuously in one direction. He never moved back, he only moved one direction last fight. But his other fights, he kind of moves a little bit of both. But I'm not sure why for that particular opponent, I think he had a plan where that guy was going to get a little bit bored late in the late rounds and just start following him, and it happened and he knocked him out.
He's, I guess, had tougher fights than people expected for his last couple of opponents. Some people have, I guess, speculated that maybe he's slowing down a little bit. Do you think he might be slowing down Martinez?
Yeah, that's a possibility, but the thing is, at the end of the day, he did what he was supposed to do with all his opponents. He knocked them all out. I think that's part of his game plan. I think he'll give rounds away at times, like he did with Pavlik, and let Pavlik get a little more confident and walk him into the big punch. He's an intelligent fighter. He's no dummy. I mean, there's thought behind what he does.
You know, Lots been made in the last couple of days over, I guess, like threats that came to Martinez, and the training session has been canceled, and his 24-hour armed security now. What's your opinion on that whole situation? Because I know Julio kind of said, well, until I see actual proof, I don't even believe it.
Well, you know, he's training in Oxnard, and if you find a Mexican fighter, don't train in Oxnard. you know, because it's all Mexicans down there. So, but you know, it's just like, you know, I'm not making any phone calls. I can tell you that much. My girlfriend speaks Spanish, but I don't. I think you know, media days are kind of a pain in the ass to fighters sometimes, and they get, you know, I think he just didn't want to do the media day.
You think it's just the situation, and maybe it's just so much heat, especially with a lot of the stuff being directed from him to Julio, that some fans may have possibly gotten carried away?
Possibly, you know. The thing is, you know, bottom line is they're both going to meet in the ring, and no one's going to be able to help them. You know, no one's going to shoot them from right in the stands. So, you know, Julio's from they say a dangerous area. Culiacan is, you know, but we're not fighting in Culiacan, so we're fighting in America. So I think it's just an excuse, and he's just, you know, that's why I think you know, I'm not sure. I think he's a little soft, and I think we have to bring that out.